Hello, my name is Michelle and I am part of the Wild Earth family. I wanted to talk to you today about my newest addition to my hiking gear collection, which seems to be ever growing. These are the Komperdell Carbon C3 Cloud trekking poles. Trekking poles are something that's been on my list for a while, something I really felt like I needed to invest in, especially having a few multi-day hikes coming up soon. When I first decided to get hiking poles, the first thing I did was go on the Wild Earth website and I had a look through all of the different trekking poles that they've got. The reason for choosing this particular trekking pole was one of two reasons. So I really like that it has the cork handle. I've heard really good things about it, especially if you're going to be holding them for a long time. I've heard that it's quite comfortable on your hands. The other reason is the fact that they're made from carbon, which means they're super light. So each pole is about 175 grams, which is ultra light, and which is what I need for especially the multi-day hikes where I'll be carrying a lot of other gear and I'm really trying to keep the weight down just to try and be a little bit more gentle on my knees, which I guess is another reason for investing in hiking poles as well. So I hike quite a lot and it is obviously a little bit tough on your knees, especially when you've got a heavy, even a heavy day pack, but especially a big pack for multi-day hikes. For a long time, I guess, I thought I probably don't really need hiking poles. I'm fine without them, obviously being young and quite fit. But I really, after using these, so I used these yesterday. I'm out here in Girraween. I hiked up, for those of you familiar, I hiked up. I did the Castle Rock hike, which is relatively steep. It's not very long, but there's a lot of steps. So I used these for the first time yesterday on that hike, and it made such a huge difference. Just having that extra support really helped take a bit of weight off of my knees, which is going to be crucial when I do longer hikes, especially with heavier packs. My biggest regret, I would say, is not investing in hiking poles sooner. I like how they've got the padded handles and stuff as well. They pack down relatively small, so they've got these little power locks down the bottom where you can adjust the height, which I quite like. So you open the bottom one and then you can just push it all the way in, packs it all the way down, and this will literally go on the front of my pack. So I'll just pop it in here and then just strap it in, and they'll just sit there at the back of my backpack while I'm hiking if I don't need them. And then when I use them, take them out, you just open the bottom lock, pull it all the way out. There's a little mark on here which I thought was really handy. I didn't actually realize that the first time I did it, but there's a little mark that says extend to here. So then you just snap it when you get to that little mark. And then you can unlock the top one as well, and that will have little marks depending on how tall you are. So the lowest one is 105, and then 110 is where I set mine. That seemed to be quite appropriate, but I might change my mind when I use them a little bit more. Obviously, yeah, depending on your height, you can adjust them all the way. They pull out quite far, so if you're quite tall, you'll still be fine with these. Either way, I'm really excited to be using these, and I'm quite excited to bring them with me on longer hikes. I'll be out here again next weekend doing a multi-day hike. So I'll be doing the East Peaks circuit, which is about 40 kilometers. I think it's about 1,800, just short of 1,800 meters of elevation gain. So it's quite a big hike, especially with the big pack, and I will definitely be bringing my hiking poles with me.